Hello everyone, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Endergate. This is episode 9, and you may be noticing I probably blew out your ears saying hello. I just thought about that because that was a little loud in my ears. But I am also wearing some mixed match armor here, and that's because I need to go into the Nether and get myself some more blaze rods. Blaze rods, yeah, so I can make some more blaze powder. So from the drowned farm, I've just been scavenging whatever armor I could. So this is actually what's left of the iron armor I've been wearing this whole time. It's about broken, but it has no enchantments on it. But I have fire protection on this. Fire protection. I thought one of these had blast thorns project. I could have sworn one of these had blast protection, but I may be mistaken. Fire protection. No. Okay. It looks like that's all I have. But yeah, like I said, I need to go into the Nether, and I do have a few things I want to get done. I have a few things on today's agenda. Now, I need blaze rods because, like I said, I need blaze powder. So we just created a brewing station last episode, but I also want to create my ender chest because I haven't done that yet. So let's see, looting 2. Okay, that's what we want. I have to remember these guys are on hard, so come at me, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah? Too bad I didn't come down here yesterday. Yesterday was Halloween. Hope everyone had a good Halloween. I was working, so that was my Halloween, and we got nothing from that. But I thought there's something different about wither skeletons during Halloween, if I remember correctly. Let's see. I know there's a blaze spawner out in this direction, and I still need to make a blaze farm. That is definitely on the list to do. So yeah, it's right there where that pigman is. So let's go ahead and... Oh, you have an enchanted bow. I win. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, we remember last season, if you were watching last season. Yeah, I got absolutely destroyed by the wither skeletons. That was, yeah, that was pretty painful. So yeah, there's some... Yep, there's a spawner right there. And let's go ahead and get some blaze rods. But let's be safe about this. Nope. Okay. I think I only have 3 arrows on me, so I can't track it. There we go. Ah, there we go. Yes. And looks like we lost the XP to the lava there. Hello. Alright, so I haven't actually seen the location of this. I don't know what's underneath. I don't know if this is even buildable for a blaze farm. Actually, it looks pretty good. If, you know, they would spawn. There we go. And come on now. Any other time, they would have no problem spawning. I'm surprised they didn't gang up on me here. Let's just check. There's lava down below. So building the blaze farm may be a little bit difficult, but you know, I'm always up for a challenge. So when that time comes, we'll see how I pull this off because it looks like there is lava hanging out below. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Oh. This is dangerous, and I'm out of arrows. 1, 2, 3. Maybe they have wither skulls. I have still yet to fight the wither. How did? Okay, yeah. Out of arrows. Out of arrows. Yes. Good. Good. Okay. I think I backed away from my mic there. Do you play games and then, like, if you're getting shot at, you kind of like duck off to the side, or like lean away from something that's coming at you? Yeah, I kind of just did that right now. And I think we're gonna leave before I get too greedy because I'm gonna keep attacking things and I'm eventually gonna die, knowing me. And of course, I brought all of my diamond tools with me. Every single thing that I made, everything that has mending on it, is on me at the moment. So I think it's best... Look the other way. Look the other way. Okay, cool. Like I was saying, I had everything on me. That probably wasn't a really good idea. Alright, I got my obsidian, and now I keep hearing mobs, and I could have sworn I lit this area up, so I don't... Hello. There you are. I think I can take... Oh, you're all... Ow. Man, I'm getting hit a lot this episode so far. And I don't have arrows. Is that slime I hear? No way. That is music to my ears. I was just talking about this last episode because I was looking at slime chunks and I wasn't finding any. Where is it? I must know. It's probably above me somewhere. Sounds very close. All this is lit up. Where is it? I really want to know now. I'll deal with you guys in okay, I'll deal with you right now. Come on. There we go. Now seriously, where was that slime at? I found it! This is so exciting! So a torch, and any surprises down here? Of course it would be a smaller one, and I might have to check this chunk out. Smack. Because it looks like I've been down here already. Kinda. Where's this? It's a little area down here. So I found the slime in this area. And I'm gonna have to check these coordinates. Let's mark it like that, I guess. I guarantee you I will never find this spot again. Now that I have my obsidian, I have my eyes of ender, what I'm gonna do is create my ender chests, so we can make all 2 of them. There is 1 ender chest in place, and I'm going to leave this in the dock area. And I still need to figure out some sort of decorating for this place because it looks a little bare and it looks kind of boring as compared to everything else. Looking out, everything else is looking really good. So we have our little farm builds out there. And so going into today's agenda, so we can scratch the ender chest thing off our list. That is one thing I wanted to get done because now I have this ender chest. Oops. Let's go ahead and try that again. As I was saying, I have this ender chest now, and because I have it, I can start placing my dirt and grass blocks in here when I go mining for it. So over that hill there is a grass field, and that is where I'm collecting all my grass at the moment, and then importing it over here just to fill in all the land. And it looks like we're going to have to sleep here in just a second, so let's go ahead and throw down our bed. Okay, so like I was saying before, at the beginning of the season, is I want to make this world downloadable, so trying to place it on MCPEDL, or something like that for you guys to download and explore. Now, I'm still debating. This is episode 9. I wanted to have a world download by episode 10 was the idea, or I didn't know if I wanted to do episode 12. But anyways, if I'm going to do episode 10, I have a lot more decorating to do because I mean, it's pretty full, but I mean, it's still there can be a lot more done, I guess. So I want to try to fill this area in more, at least run it up to the drown farm over there and actually build that area up. So, I mean, it looks good so far. I need to fill this area in too. But like I said, I want to have it a little bit more full before I make it available for download. So that means I'm going to have to do a lot of decorating in the next couple of weeks or so. I know I said I went to a field to do all my digging for my grass blocks, but this is kind of up the hill here. So I do dig from the field occasionally. Sometimes I just get really lazy, and as you can tell, I dig this area out instead. But the field is right over there. You can see it's nice and green. And on the other side of that hill is the flower forest that we found from the other episode. But I think, oops, forgot some. But yeah, this is really convenient having this. So instead of filling up my inventory, because for some reason this is always full, even though I try to empty it as best I can, it just manages to be full once again. I can just throw everything in here and then just take the chest with me. A bit of a behind the scenes look at what I do. So as I mentioned, I need to remove the sand and fill them in with grass, because before I do any builds, at least with the farmlands area, I need to remove all the sand and then fill it back in with grass, and that way I can place in my path blocks and figure out what I want to do. Now, I am collecting the sand because we will be doing a lot of builds with sandstone. So some plans in the future, I think I've shared it. I want to build a town or a little city out across the water here. So we have the farmlands, and across the way we're going to have the heart of the city. So the city is going to be, it's raining. It's going to be out in this direction here. I may do a little bit of, it won't be farmlands, but probably some grass along the edges of the bank here, because that makes sense, right? we have green over here along the water, so it kind of makes sense to have some green over on this side as well. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to figure out how to transition the grass into the sand, because it's kind of a big difference there in colors. But we'll figure that out later on. But like I said, a city, and then if I haven't shared it yet, I'm going to be tearing down this village out here. And that's where our mending villager is, so at some point, I still need to get him out of there. So you can tell I'm running a trail this way. And where this village is, we're going to have a huge, huge pyramid. So I do have some really good ideas for that. And then you'll also see why, because remember, we're going to add a little bit of a sci-fi twist to this. Just to recap from the beginning, this is loosely based on Stargate. So again, we have our village. Everything is kind of ancient, I guess. I can't think of the word right now. I want to say old school, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But again, at the moment anyways, because I guess villagers are going to be getting an update, so they'll have a schedule and all that stuff. But for now, they're pretty, can't think of the word. Someone help me with the word here. I can't think of the word. Primitive. The word is primitive. That is the word I was looking for. The villagers are primitive at the moment, but like I said, with the Village and Pillage update, which I'm not sure if it's coming out this year, if there's any confirmation on that, but they will be a little bit smarter with their AI. So like I said, I think they're supposed to have schedules, different trades, and things like that. They're going to get a whole revamp, which I think is going to be really cool. But the theme, they're the primitive race. The Endermen are the ones kind of calling the shots. They're the alien race, kind of, you know, in charge of everything here. So we're going to have a pyramid over there, and that's going to be a little bit more high-techy, sci-fi-ish, I guess you can say. Again, also pulling inspiration from Assassin's Creed, so we know the ancient civilization, even in Origins, and then right now Odyssey, it's set in the ancient times, and then, of course, their technology is way more advanced, and just the way everything looks is a lot more futuristic. So that's kind of what I'm going for here, just to recap. But before I move on to any of those future builds, I need to finish this area first, because I don't want to leave this area incomplete. So, like I said, I'm going to extend the trail this way, and I added a bit more grass, and I made the trail go out further along, so we're getting closer and closer to the area where we want the pyramid to be. Now, one thing I'm still thinking about is how I'm going to transition the grass into the sand. So at some point, the grass has to cut off, because water's only going to hydrate so far, and then I want it to turn back into desert. But I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do that. Maybe I can transition it with some coarse dirt and then sprinkle sand. Do I have sand? Maybe when I get closer to the edge, kind of like when you're going to the beach and you're walking along the sidewalk, and there's just, you know you're getting close to the beach because you start seeing the ground, it's getting all shiny from all the sand that's on the sidewalk. So you're like, yeah, you're like a couple blocks away from the beach. You know you're near the beach. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. So that doesn't look too bad, actually. Maybe if we can transition it like that, slowly but surely, when the time comes. So we kind of just start working patches of sand in, and then coarse dirt. I think that'll look good. But like I said, we're going to do this later. This is going into the next area, so I don't want to do that just yet. Like I said, I want to finish this area, and we're probably going to need a palm tree here, so we'll probably do that next. And yeah, I definitely want to expand the farm a bit. And something definitely needs to go out here. Maybe another farm. I did mention some sort of village, agriculture village, farming village. A farming village. So these are the storehouses out here. And we have one house out there. But kind of a little, maybe 2 or 3 houses out here. Where, you know, the people who work the fields, they live here and then they go out during the day and do their business, and then they come home to their little farming village. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Now for that palm tree. So if I'm running along the trail, I'm definitely going to have a palm tree or 2 over here. because that is very bare. So if I'm following along, I guess right behind, maybe right here. I'm going to go ahead and try right here. So let's do, was that 4 or 5? Let's just do one more to be safe. And cobblestone, actually, which way do I want it to go? Let's go ahead and overhang it over the trail. I think that'll be cooler. And I did that wrong, so we do that. 1 block down, right there. Perfect. And then 1, 2, let's say 3. Like that. Oh, nope. Oh, I hope I have shears. Yes, okay. And I know I don't have enough leaves because I think I need like 42 was the number, if I remember correctly. Something in the 40s, and I did it again. Nope, too low. Actually, that's fine. That's fine. I need 4 underneath anyways. So then we make this little pattern right here. And then 2 out. I forgot about the getting down part. Normally I've been building next to water, so I always had water to hop into. But I don't think I'm gonna make that. I'm definitely not gonna make that. What? Ah. I need to grab more jungle leaves to finish the palm tree, but I just wanted to check out how it would look if I'm running along. Now, it's not exactly where I thought it would be, because what I'm trying to do is, as we run along here, everything kind of just guides your eyes down the trail. So everything kind of guides your eyes, all the trees guide you towards this area over here. And then as we run along here, everything is nice and full. Everything kind of guides you along. And I guess from this angle, that looks good. But when we come down here, it's kind of behind the Shadoof. But we definitely need something where that center cactus is. So a tree, most likely, if that's in our line of sight going this way, probably like right there. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Yeah, I think that'll be a good spot. There we go. Both palm trees are now placed in. And I think, yeah, that came out the way I thought. So we have this palm tree right here, and I tried to give it a little bit of a different shape. I've been kind of sticking with this pattern for most of them. And I saw this one. This is the only one that I've done different, to where it kind of twists around. So I thought that'd be cool if I tried to do it over here. Now, I probably could have made this 1 block taller. If we look underneath, it kind of just rests like that. So I'm thinking it could have been 1 block taller, but I also wanted to try to offset these and not make them the same height. So I believe this tree, if I saw that correctly, is 1 block lower. Yeah, it appears to be that way. Yeah, so I think that looks really good. So we can move along this way. And then, of course, I'll come along, I'll decorate, I'll put in some shrubs, I'll put in some torches along the roadside. And then, of course, I'll add in the coarse dirt. Now, I was looking at this, and I kept looking at it, and this is just a little bit too square for me. And it looks like I broke that. So I tried to offset that before by having this little area, but the rest of it looks pretty, yeah, a little too perfect, as I said before. So I might do another row along here just to kind of break up the shape. And then, of course, I still need to put a tree there, and probably something, maybe a rock or something right there. Now, for adding decorations, I try to fill in as much as I can, but making sure it's not too much. So like I said, definitely something right here. And as we're running along, maybe just something like that. You know, it's something easy, something simple. It's not too much, I don't think. Let's go ahead, maybe if I try that, and that might end up being too much. We take that one away, just to kind of fill it in. Actually, that might work, and maybe we do one more right there. Yeah, I mean, I try to make things, at least they make sense in my head. So we have water right here, so kind of gives more chance for things to grow. And then probably maybe something over here. And I try not to do the same thing each time. That's a bad habit I have. I'm making things very uh, copy and paste-y, I guess. Symmetrical. Symmetrical for sure. So like in here, it's kind of a little bit more broken up. So I try to make sure I try not to do the same bush twice, but sometimes I just end up doing that. I try to come at it from all angles too, thinking, does that look funny? That does look kind of funny, but we'll see. I might end up changing it. I'm just trying to get an idea. And then, of course, I'll go back through. I'll start placing, of course, dirt. So if it's a little too green, so let's say, where's my shovel at? Nope. Shovel. Get rid of the hoe. So let's say we just do, coming up, coming up, coming up. Kind of a look into how I do things. I know last season someone asked me how I decorated the cave that I made. So I thought I would spend an episode explaining that. So I thought I would do the same here as I'm building up this area because, like I said, we're going to be doing different areas. This is going to be farmland, so I'm going to use a little bit different technique than what I'm going to be using for, let's say, the city and then the pyramid because things here are a little bit more natural. So I have to put in a lot of more greenery and make things flow a little bit better. And of course, I want to do that for the city, but I mean, for the city, it's going to be a lot of buildings. So it'll be just variations and builds, but still making it look good, giving it a theme. And yeah, like I said, just a look into how I process things or how I look at things as I'm building. So for example, I will need a light source. So let's say I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to place a slab over it. So that gives the ground a little bit of texture. It looks like a rock. And then there's also a light source. And then, of course, I will go along and place torches in as well, at least to light up the paths. And then, like I said, I'll grab the grass and then just kind of start finding spots to place them. So in spots like that. So that's coming in. And then we come up here. And then let's place one right there, right there. Just to give, like I said, we want to give this some texture. And then, of course, I think I have a stone button. I've been using these as rocks also. So kind of look at everything, and then even maybe like right there or something. Yeah. Stuff like that. It's in the small details. I think it makes everything come together, and already this area is looking good. Now, before we close out today's episode, and I don't know if it's too early or not, I just know I need to start getting ready for work, so I need to kind of wrap this up. But what I want to do is I want to try to place a rock. So if we're coming up, like I said, I want to have like a little small rock right here. Now, the only downside to me doing this right now is that, like I said, I don't know when we're getting the updates. For example, all the slabs and stairs that we're going to get. So I saw that we're actually going to have stone slabs and stairs, which I think is going to be very cool. So that will definitely help, especially with making rocks and making caves look more natural. So I know all the builds I'm doing right now could be, how do I say it? Not obsolete, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing all these things right now. So like, for example, I have this cobblestone slab. Now, if we get textures soon, I might opt to switch that out. So that means I would have to do a lot of redecorating in this area. So I'm thinking I might have to work this rock out. I don't want it to be too tall. So I kind of have a rock over here on the corner. Just kind of something that's there. Now, it looks good from this side. Like I said, again, talking about the textures. For example, like I said, when we have stone slabs, this will probably look a lot better, a lot more natural than having cobblestone, for example. So it looks good. But then when we get over here, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I usually kind of cheat. So I think with the rock that I did over here, I think I bumped it up against a tree. But I don't think we can do... Yeah, we definitely can't do a tree right there. It's a little too close. But, yeah. So that's bumped up against something. And then I believe this one's bumped up against the tree out here. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. But like I said, again, all cobblestone. Yeah, there's just a lot of cobblestone. So definitely when we get those new textures and those blocks, everything is going to look a lot more better. There's going to be a lot more variety and things that we can do, so I'm super excited about that. But I think this is a good place to end today's episode. So we got some building done, and I said I wasn't going to expand this way just yet, but of course I ended up expanding this way. So in between this episode and next episode, I'm going to try to get a lot more done. Like I said, I want to try to get this out to you. The goal is episode 10, so I guess that would be next episode, but again, maybe episode 12 to be a little bit more realistic, because there's quite a bit of work to do. Unless you guys don't mind this, and of course, I would love to interact with you down in the comments. Let me know your feedback, any opinions, any thoughts that you have on this, and even maybe with some builds that I can do in regards to this farmland. So yeah, I mean, this area's come together. I'm really loving it. And with that being said, everyone, this is the end of our episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.